Good day, everyone. Again, welcome to week 3 of our module. Welcome, English grade 10, Nara Dao and Pili. Before I start my presentation for week 3, I would like to give some reminders, and I will give it in Tagalog or I will use Filipino. Una, huwag kakalimutang lagyan ng pangalan ang mga answer sheets. Marami sa inyo ang hindi naglalagay ng pangalan. Mahirap mag-assort ng module ng walang pangalan. Ikalawa, hindi ibabalik ang module na kumpleto na. Ito ay mananatili sa inyo hanggang matapos ang ang quarter 1, I mean. And then, basahing mabuti ang mga module. Kung may tanong, huwag mahihiyang tumawag o mag-chat sa mga guro. Ika-4, ang panonood ng mga video presentation sa mga sitio o mga tuklong o barangay hall ay hindi inire-required. Subalit, kung kayo ay nangangailangan ng tulong upang maintindihan ang lesson, kayo ay inahanyayahan na pumunta sa mga lugar na nasabi. Ganun pa man, doon sa may mga internet connection, ang mga video presentation ng mga guro ay naka-upload sa YouTube. Maaari kayong maka-access sapagkat ito ay ipinasa namin o ang mga link ay ipinasa namin sa inyo. Bigyang pansin ninyo ang pagsasagot ng module. Lahat ng ito ay pinaghirapan ng mga guro, kung kaya dapat lamang na ito ay inyong pahalagahan. Hindi madali ang pag-aaral, alam namin yan. Subalit, kung atin itong pagtutulong-tulungan, maaari nating maabot ang edukasyon na kinakailangan ninyong matutunan. Next. Ang mga answer sheets na inyong sinasagutan ay panatilihing malinis. Huwag itong ibalik sa mga guro na gusot na at may mga dumi na hindi naman dapat na andoon. Pangalagaan ninyo ang mga ito, lalo't higit ang inyong module. Okay? And then kung kayo ay may mga cellphone, paki-message or pakibigay ninyo yung mga bago niyong cellphone number upang kayo ay matawagan ng inyong mga guro. Ito ay mga paalala na kailangan ninyong tandaan upang sa ganon maging madali ang ating pag-aaral. Next, kung makikita ninyo ang inyong envelope ay may kasamang weekly home learning plan. Hindi ito isang dekorasyon lamang. Ito ay inyong bigyan ng pansin. Tingnan ninyo ang mga gawain na naka-schedule diyan para alam nyo kung alin ang hindi sasagutan at alin ang inyong sasagutan. Ang iba doon ay isinalin sa Tagalog para higit na maunawaan. Para sa aking mga answer sheet, meron doong mga dapat permahan ng mga magulang. Inyo naman itong papirmahan, pagpapakita na kayo ay talagang nagsasagot ng mga module kaagapay ng inyong mga magulang. Huwag din ninyong kalimutang mag-send ng mga picture habang kayo ay nagsasagot ng inyong mga module. Again, ito ay mga paalala na dapat inyong tandaan at inyong sundin. Okay? So let us start our lesson for week 3. So this is about plot, setting, and characterization. Again, this lesson is not again a new lesson for you because every time you deal with any kinds of literature, you are going to get or you're going to answer some questions regarding this one. This is what we call elements of a short story or elements of a story. It is applicable in novel, a legend, fable, parable, which you are dealing with since elementary and also when you enter in secondary level. Okay? Okay. So as you have seen on your screen, this lesson highlights the appraisal of the unity of plot, setting, and characterization in any material that you already viewed. These include analysis of these concepts in understanding and achieving writer's purpose. You are expected to differentiate plot, setting, and characterization, and at the same time, you are going to identify the author purpose. So kapag sinabi nating kwento, ito ay may mga elemento. At ito ay what? Ito yung setting. Ano ba yung setting sa Tagalog? Tagpuan, lugar kung saan nangyari, saan. Plot, ito yung pagkakasunod-sunod ng mga pangyayari. At characterization, ang isang istorya or story ay laging may mga tauhan na gumaganap. Imagine ha, tinatagalog ko na ito upang higit sa lahat ay inyong maunawaan. Sapagkat kahit ako ay sabihin ito sa wikang Ingles at hindi naman ninyo natutunan, para lang ako nagsalita sa hangin. Pero huwag niyong asahan na lahat ay aking isasalin sa wikang Tagalog. Merong mga instructions or other explanations na aking sasabihin sa Tagalog para sa kapakanan ng mga mag-aaral na hindi gasinong nauunawaan kapag ito ay nakasulat or wikang Ingles ang aking ginamit. Pero huwag kayong masasanay ha, ginagawa lamang natin ito upang makaagapay tayo sa takbo ng edukasyon sa panahong ito. Okay? So in your module for week 3, lagi ninyong sundan yung pahina. Hindi kung saan-saan kayo pumupunta. So learning task 1 for week 1. In your module, you have different pictures. So you have 4 frames here. Frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, and frame 4. So what are you going to do? You're going to identify the characters, the plot, and setting of the story. For example, frame number 1. How many characters do we have? Look at the picture. And then, when did the story happen? When? So when you are going to say or ask when, of course, it pertains to time. And where is the setting? So you're going to look at the picture. What can you say about the setting? Setting again is lugar at oras kung saan nangyari ang kwento. Characters, sino ang mga tauhan? At plot, ano ang mga pangyayari na nakapaloob sa kwento. So tingnan ninyong mabuti yung picture. Pwede ninyo, sa pamamagitan ng pagtingin dyan, makikita ninyo kung sino yung characters, ano ang pangyayari, ano ang nangyari. So titingnan ninyong mabuti. And then, isusulat ninyo yung inyong sagot sa inyong answer sheet. Meron ako diyang mga box na provided. So tingnan ninyong mabuti ha. Ang characters sa frame 1 ay 2 lang. Ang characters ay hindi necessary na tao lang. Ang hayop ay pwede ding maging character sa isang kwento. Okay? Siguro naman, napakaliwanag na niyan. Tinagalog na ni Ma'am. Okay. Then in your learning task 2, it is a certain recall. So this test, matching type, you're going to match the items in column A with the items in column B. So in your answer sheet, you're going to write the letters of your answer. So your answer will be letter only. For example, number 1, exposition. What do you mean? So you're going to look for the answer here in column B. So if your answer is arrangement of this story, your answer will be letter F. If your answer is time and location of this story, your answer will letter B. Okay? So I think there's no any difficulty that you're going to answer this. I don't know why. Last week, you did not answer some of the activity or learning tasks in your module. Even you're just going to write the letters. I don't know what will be or what is your problem. Maybe you did not only give time to answer it, or you just ignore answering this type of learning tasks. Okay? So let's proceed to learning task 3. I know every one of you are very fond of watching a movie. And I am wondering why, when you are watching movie, even this is an English movie, you understand it. But if I'm going to ask you to read a certain story, some of you really did not get the meaning, or maybe you did not give the characters or the main characters of the story, or you cannot give me the arrangement of events in that story. But if you are watching it, you can easily get the message of what you are watching, and you easily identify and remembers all the characters that are involved in that particular movie. Am I right? Okay. So this is, I think, very familiar movie for you. This is a movie entitled Train to Busan. So you're going to watch this and the link is given. So if you have a connection and if you have an ability to watch it using the link, you may do so. But if you already watch it, there's no problem. You can be able to answer the story. Now, if you did not have a chance to watch this movie, maybe you are having another movie that you already watched. Even in Tagalog, I am allowing you. Kahit Tagalog na movie, pwede ninyong gamitin para masagutan ninyo ang activity na ito. Pero kung napanood nyo yung movie na Train to Busan, gamitin ninyo ang movie na ito para masagutan ninyo ang mga tanong na nakapaloob sa Learning Task 3. Okay, so your answers again will be written on your answer sheet. For example, if you was Train to Busan, question number 1, who are the main characters of the story? Sino daw ang mga tauhan sa movie? Next, what is the setting? Saan nangyari at kailan nangyari ang kwento ng Train to Busan? And then, you are going to write the story map explaining the plot of the story. So what are those parts of the plot? You have the exposition, you have the conflict, climax, and resolution. So you're going to identify those parts of the story. Exposition. Then, what social conditions are portrayed in the story? So you're going to answer those questions after watching the movie Train to Busan. Again, kapag hindi pa napanood ang movie, pwede ninyong panoodin gamit ang link na narito. O kaya naman kung wala kayong kakayahan para manood nito, pwede ninyong gamitin ang mga movie na napanood ninyo kahit ito ay Tagalog. Okay? So let's proceed to our lectures. Okay. So if you're going to notice all the learning tasks that you have answered is attest what learning or what knowledge do you have prior to our discussion. So now let us discuss the different elements of the story. First, you have the characters. So let us read together. Characters refer to person, creatures, or things serving as actors or movers in a story. They portray specific roles with corresponding dialogues and plot lines. So stories have protagonists and antagonists. So that is the main or one of the important elements of a story. The characters. Without characters, there should no one to portray the role in a story. So that may be a character, maybe as what I've said, it may be a person, a creatures, or things. So it is not only a person who are going to play a role in a story. You can use a creature, things, or animals, which they are going to have an important role in that story. So there are two types of characters. You have the protagonist and antagonist. In Tagalog, you have the bida and the kontrabida. The protagonist is the bida and the antagonist is the kontrabida. Walang bida kung walang kontrabida at walang kontrabida kung walang bida. So both of them are very important characters in this story. So that is one element of a short story or story, that is characters. So when you talk about characters, we need to characterize them. We need to what? We need to tell their characteristics based on what they said, how they act, and how they portray the role they are going to play. So when you talk about characterization, it is a writer's tool or literary device that occurs anytime the author uses details to teach us about person. This is used over the course of a story in order to tell the tale, and you have an example here. So in the story of Harry Potter, which is very famous in your age, Harry Potter series, you have some characters there, and those characters are being characterized by giving there some characteristics and how they act in that particular story. Next element of a short story or stories is the plot. So the plot shows the author arranges events to develop the basic idea. So there are 5 essential parts of a plot. So when you talk about plot, that is the arrangement, how the story is being told from the first part until to the last part. So you have what? The first part of our plot is the exposition, or the what we call introduction. That is the beginning of the story. Again, the first part of a plot is the exposition or the introduction. It is the beginning of a short story. So let's say, for example, the plot start to introduce the characters in the story. That's why if you're going to watch a teleserye or any other movie, it starts sometimes how or where the main character came from, the family background, the kind of person or parents he has, or something that will introduce him as a main character. We have also the what we call in the plot, we can also have the conflict. So the conflict can be any form of struggle the main character faces. There may be only one central struggle, or there may be many minor obstacles within a dominant struggle. Without conflict, I think we cannot have a story. That's why in every story that we're going to have, there is always a conflict, a problem, a struggle that main character has. This is the story will go how the main character will solve the struggles that they are going to face in this story. So there are different kinds of conflict. It may be character versus self, that is external. Character versus, that is internal, I mean. And you have the external, you have the character versus character versus nature, and character versus society. So sometimes our problem is ourselves. That's why it is internal conflict. And then sometimes there is an opposing character. And sometimes there is the nature that serve as our problem and the society. Okay, again, there are different kinds of conflict. You have character versus self, which is internal conflict. And we have the external conflict, which is the character versus character versus nature, and character versus society. Alam nyo mga bata, naririnig ko yan sa Pilipino. Kaya dapat intindi ninyo kung ano yung mga elemento ng mga kwento na sinasabi ko. Ito nga lamang ay dinidiscuss natin in English language. Pero dapat alam ninyo ang corresponding term nito sa Pilipino para mas madali ninyong maiintindihan. Kasi pareho lang tayo ng lesson in Filipino na kung saan dinidiscuss ninyo ang elemento ng mga kwento. Okay. This is how the plot is arranged. So from what? From the introduction, you have the conflict or the rising action, wherein the problems of the main character arise. And then afterwards, you have the climax, which is the turning point, the most exciting part of the story. And then, when the story began to solve, it is now in falling action. And when the story is about to end, or the final outcome of events in the story, it is already the resolution or the conclusion. Again, the plot begins with the introduction or the exposition, followed by the rising action or the where the problem arises. And after that, you have the climax, the most exciting part or the turning point of the story. And then you have the falling action wherein the problem begins to solve. And then the last part of the plot is the end of the story, which is called the resolution. Okay, let's proceed to another element of the story, which is the setting. Again, as what I've said, setting refers to place, time, and weather condition. Place, it may be geographical location. It is where the action of the story takes place. Time, it may be the historical period, time of the day, and when is the story taking place. And then you have the weather condition, whether it is rainy, sunny, or stormy. That is the setting. Again, place, lugar, time, kailan, oras, at kung saan, and then ano ang kalagayan ng kapaligiran. So yun ang tinutukoy ng setting, or in Filipino, that is tagpuan. Then you have the social condition. What is the daily life of the characters like? Does the story contain local color, Writing that focuses on the speech, dress, mannerism, costumes, and of a particular place. And you have also the mood or atmosphere. What feeling is created at the beginning of the story? So based on the weather condition, of course, when it is rainy, mostly the mood of the characters or the story is not happy. So mood is feeling happy, lonely. So that is the mood or the atmosphere of the story, another element of the paragraph. Okay, again, plot, setting, character, and characterization are some essential or most essential elements of a short story or story, I mean, not only short. I'm always saying short story, but all story contains those essential elements. Again, you have the characters or characterization, you have the plot, and then you have the setting. Okay? If you already understood all those things that we have discussed about the essential elements of the story, I think you are ready to make or do the learning task 4. Again, you're going to have analyze another movie. This is Disney movie entitled Tangled. Meaning to say it is animation or cartoon. I'm sorry to say, I'm sorry to admit that I haven't watched this movie by myself. But I am going to find time to watch this so that when I check your paper, I know whether your answer is right or wrong. Again, the link is provided. Here is the link. If you have any connection or you have time to watch this, please watch this one so that you are having an idea on what is the movie all about. And after you have watched this, you're going to answer again another questions which is related to learning task 3. Okay? Okay, you have again first question for the main character of this story. What is the setting of this story? Then using again a story map, explain the plot of the story. Paano i-explain yung plot? Ibig sabihin, sisimulan nyo sa simula, pero hindi ninyo ikukwento ng buong buo. Kukunin nyo lang yung pinaka-importanteng pangyayari na nagsasaad ng simula ng kwento. Ano yung problema doon sa kwento? Then, ano yung pinaka-exciting part ng kwento? At ano ang ending noong kwento? At ano yung social condition or kalagayang panlipunan na nandoon sa question? Ano ba ang uri o kultura or gawin ng mga tao na nandoon sa kwento? Iyon ang inyong gagawin. Napakadali. Hindi ninyo kinakailangang maghirap para sagutan ito. Kaya nakakataka minsan when lang ang tanong, hindi pa masagot. Katulad noong when was the SONA held? Or when did the SONA held? The question is when. Ang sagot ay Malacanang. Pag when, time, date. Pag where, lugar. Pag who, tao. Bakit hindi kayang sagutan yung mga simpleng tanong na ganun, ha? So, kailangang pag-aralan yung mabuti ang tanong para ang inyong kasagutan ay tama. Again, baka mamaya ang problema na naman ninyo ay hindi ninyo napanood ang movie. Sabi ko uli, kung hindi nyo napanood at hindi nyo kayang manood, wala kayong kayang manood, gamitin ninyo ang movie na inyong napanood na. Pakilagay lang ng title para alam naman ni ma'am at ma-search ni ma'am kung ano talaga yung movie. Baka hindi ko rin napanood yung movie ninyo, di hindi ko alam kung tama ang inyong sagot. So wag kakalimutang ilagay ang title. Halimbawa, sa Filipino or Tagalog movie, ano yung napanood nyo, lagay nyo yung title. Tapos para alam ko, ang sagot nyo number, who are the main character of this story? Alam ko kung tama ang isinagot nyo, baka ang nakalagay doon ay ang characters ay si Pokwang, ay hindi naman. Ha? So, ganun ang gagawin ninyo. Kung hindi nyo talaga kayang panoorin yung movie na required dito, nakalagay naman dito kahit anong movie na napanood ninyo ay inyong ilagay. Ang mahalaga, na-identify ninyo ang characters, ang setting, at saka ang plot. At nailagay ninyo sa story map kung ano ang beginning of the story, ano yung problem in the story, ano yung highest point in the story, and ano yung ending ng story. Yun ang pinakamahalaga na dapat ninyong mailagay dito sa Learning Task 4. Okay? Then, Learning Task 5, Assimilation. This is only what you have understood on the particular topic that we have discussed in this week 3. So this lesson is all about characters, plot, and setting. So you are going to what? You're just going to select the correct answer. It's multiple choice. Let's say, for example, in number 1, characterization is letter A, letter B, letter C, and letter D. So if you are doubt with your answer, you can go back to your discussion in our in the developing part of your lesson, wherein you are having the meaning and the discussion of characters, plot, setting, and other parts of the plot. So, if you're going to do that, of course, I am pretty sure that you're going to get the correct answer. Okay? So, this is only for week 3 in your module, but I have a learning activity sheets together with your answer sheets, and you are required to answer that. I think the story that I have there is a story of Daedalus and Icarus. So from that story, you're going to find again the characters, the plot, and the setting of the story. So the story of Daedalus and Icarus are there in your learning activities sheet. You're going to read it properly so that you can be able to get the answers on the particular questions that I have there. So sometimes the module is not enough for you to learn. That's why I am giving you additional activity for you to answer. Don't forget to let your parents sign the activity or the part that they need to sign, prove that you already answered those learning activities. That is very important. And don't forget to ask your parents also to put their signature at the end of the answer sheet. That is also very important. That it only proves that your parents are with you when you are answering your module. Okay? So again, don't forget to write your name on the answer sheets. That is very important because I cannot give you grades if you don't have any name in your answer sheets. It is not only in my subject, in all subjects. Upon retrieving your modules, we discovered that most of you did not write your name in your answer sheet. How can we identify whose paper is that if there is no name? So please don't forget it. And again, don't forget to send your pictures while you are answering your module or when you are in the barangay hall watching the video presentation. Please free to send me pictures. Okay? Another reminders is about the portfolio that I am requiring you. I think you have colors. The O, Pili, and Nara. Your folder will not pass right away. Some of you have already passed it. You hold your module, your portfolio, I mean, and after I check your answer sheet for different weeks, let's say for example, I already finished checking your module 1 for week 1, I am going to return it with you so that you're going to put that in your portfolio. Then I will collect that portfolio before the end of the quarter, so that all the answer sheets that you have already accomplished, including all other performances that you need to submit, is already there in your portfolio. Please make it creative, pleasing to the eye, clean, because I will give additional grade for that. It is not only what is inside your portfolio, but it is also outside is graded. There is already a memorandum on how we're going to give you grades. And next time I am going to give you how you will be graded. So I am hoping that through this video presentation that we already uploaded, you're going to uh, accomplish all the learning tasks that you have. That's why I choose to give you some instructions in Tagalog, hoping that it will help you. Again, exert effort in answering all the learning tasks that you have here, including the learning activity sheets that is included in your answer sheets. And please think and think before you answer. Analyze. Go back to the part where you did not understand, because in your module there is a discussion of the lesson. Go back. You can go back twice, thrice, or you may even memorize some of the terms there because it will help you a lot. Okay? So, this is for week 3, I mean. Again, this is your teacher, Ma'am Inya Lardi Sabal. Thank you and God bless you all.